build, build, and modify, modify. Here comes the expert version. Before going into the topic, let me brief you about the Master Grade kit. Originally, the sales of Master Grade started 10 years ago as an expert model kit. In 2007, the lineup series reached the 100 body at last. And the Master Grade keeps evolving. In 2008, a remarkable Gundam version 2.0 has been launched. Whoa, it's so cool. Okay, let's make a Master Grade. Are you ready? This time, we'll build MG Destiny Gundam and Zaku version 2.0. Well, I'll show you the secret of how to step up the skill. The tools we use are glue and a file. Let's get rid of the gap between the combined parts. Once parts are assembled, cover up the gap with the glue thoroughly. The point is to cover it up entirely. Then leave it about 2 hours for drying. Don't haste. Let it dry up completely. And then, neatly polish with a rough sandpaper. The image is to dust off the dried glue. Once the dried glue is beautifully removed, it's done. The joint gap also disappears completely. If you place it next to an unpolished one, you can tell the difference at a glance. It's wonderful! Next is to remove a hairline from the casting process. The tools needed are sandpaper and a cutter. Let's erase a hairline on this thumb. Firmly hold the model kit by hand and then apply a cutter blade vertically. Repeat this process gently. Once the hairline is erased, use a fine sandpaper to finish up. The difference with the non-processed one is quite obvious. Then, next is a water slide decal. I'll show you how to transfer a water slide decal beautifully onto this wing section. Cut off a decal with scissors, then dip in warm water. Gently move the decal in the desired location, slide it in, and remove gently. Don't haste. It's alright even if it's misplaced. Neatly adjust position with your fingers. Remove water with a tissue. Mark softer. If you apply this on a decal, the part surface and the decal are smoothly surfaced and it will look clean. Then a cotton bud. Neatly wipe off excess moisture with a cotton bud. Now the decal looks perfect. Then, let's use this tool. 2 Gundam markers. There are 2 types of Gundam marker, fine pen and brush type. Draw a line along a groove neatly. Start with a fine pen type. Calm down. Let's do it steadily and gently. Then, a brush type. One advantage of the brush type is that the misplaced drawing can be erased afterwards. Don't worry, wipe off with a cotton bud and only the ink within the groove will be left. Select as you like. It's up to you. Now, Let's compare the original and technique applied model. It's very easy to tell the difference. If the techniques are used, it looks awesome. So cool. Then, weathering. The duct pipe area should be stained with dust. Let's make it with a weathering marker. Paint the area where you want to stain, and it's okay to leave the excessive paint beyond the area you want. Then, use a cotton bud to wipe off the mess. Expression of an uneven color will make it look much more real and cool. Or, pour weathering marker ink in a plate and paint with a cotton bud. Soak a cotton bud with ink, then apply the ink in the area you wish to stain. Paint after paint. Let's stain it. Now you have acquired weathering skill. And then a matte spray. Place a model kit in a spray box, then paint with the spray while keeping distance about 30 centimeters. Make sure to paint evenly by slowly spraying from top to bottom, not to spray on one spot only. Now covered with matte, it looks great. Let's compare with another model. When weathering and matte spray are applied, it certainly gives the real mobile suit look. How cool! From here, I'll show you a special secret of how to distinguish your model from your friends. Using a router. Express damage. Grind a damage area with a router. And paint a damage expressing area with weathering marker. Make sure to paint with thickness. Then wipe off the excessive ink with a cotton bud, and then the damage expression is done. Next, let's use a pin vise. Drill a hole with a pin vise. Insert metal parts in it. Push parts into a hole. Then it's done. Now, you got a Zaku returned from a battle. From every dimension, it looks cool. So real. Impressive. Now, let's make a diorama base to display the model kit you have made. On a steel board, draw the image of what you are going to create. For example, mountains and hills. Let's make a mountain. Cut out styrofoam with the image of a mountain in mind. When using a cutter, pay attention to the safety of your fingers. Cut out separately, repeating several times. Then, cut out one size bigger than the previous one. Cut out 3 to 4 pieces of mountain parts and combine them with glue. If it's made like this, it's right on track. And then, smooth off level differences with a cutter. Form the shape with a cutter bit by bit. No need to haste. Form the shape steadily. Once shaping is done, glue them on the steel board. Cover surface of the mountain with a tissue. Pour glue and water on a small plate. Use a flat brush to make the glue thin. Then, paint over the tissue with the water-added glue bit by bit. Once dried, cover with a water paint, and it's done! Other surfaces, such as the ground, can be easily created with clay papers. It's easy. Awesome. It's very real. What should I display on it? You can do it. Let's display the Zaku we just made before. Super cool. It's alive and active. Finally, I'll show you what I made. I modified a MG Zaku into a Caspen Zaku. It's easy if you apply the techniques I taught you, so let's give it a try. So everyone, see you again somewhere.